Hi guys, welcome back. I am going to attempt to get quite a bit done on the Tim Holtz journal. I apologize that there was not a video yesterday. I had cleaned my table off, was ready to record, got sitting down, and the power went off. And it was clear skies at that point. Don't ask me what was going on. So then waited a while, power came back on. I said, okay, I can finally record my video now. No sooner did I get sitting down and start getting things ready to record, the power went off again. And then they gave us a 3-hour time window that it would be back on. I said, okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. It's perfectly fine. So in the last video, we done the like the French double door type things, where and it's raining, so I don't know if you guys can hear the rain or not. Hopefully the power will stay on long enough for me to get this video done for you guys. But literally the bottom sounds like it just fell out. So in the last video, we done our like our French double doors here, and we had cut this out, and so I went ahead and I put my pockets and my belly band there, and so now it's ready to be attached to this right here. So this is the little folder that we've made that's got the 2 pockets on the inside. And so how we're going to attach these is just like this right here. They are going to attach just like that. And then we will work on putting something right here to cover this line up, whether it be a belly band, whether it be that that multi-pocket thing like I done in the last, oh, I'm so sorry, like I done in the journal that I sold. I'm not sure, but we're going to do something like that. So let me see if I can grab some score tape. My desk is an absolute wreck because I've had the tumblers going. Oh, and that was the other thing. So I had cleared my desk, and I'm just going to use score tape, and I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac. So I had cleared my desk in order to be able to get this video done yesterday, and I had 2 tumblers. Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. I had 2 tumblers on the turner that in the drying closet. Had just put the final coat of epoxy resin on them, so all they needed to do was just tumble for 8 to 12 hours, and they would have been completely done. Well, I think they had been on the tumbler a whole total of about 30 minutes when the power went off. So guess what that meant? It meant that the resin just started pouring down the side. So I sat and just watched all that hard work go down the drain, almost literally. So, can you guys hear that rain? Oh my goodness. I will cry if this power goes off because I have been trying to get this video done for you guys. Craziness. Complete craziness. This is the lovely Florida summertime. We've had so much rain, which that's normal for us in the summer. Okay, so I just want to look and see how these line up, and I think I should be able to put them right on the edge. So let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. Okay, so I am just going to attempt to pull my strips off of my tape. Oh, and guys, I have different fabric in my Etsy store. I think I have probably 12 or 13 different designs right now. I am working on some more because I had, you know, some different ones of you requested certain kinds, and so I'm trying my hardest to get those done. You know, but it's just trying to format them, and whew, you get used to working in one size and one formatting, and then you go to something else, and oh my gosh, it's kicking my booty. And then on top of all of that, so my husband never misses work, ever, ever, ever. Like, even when his mom passed away, he did go in late, but he didn't miss work because he said, you know, there was no sense in him just sitting home dwelling on it, that, you know, going to work would help keep his mind off of it. And you know, I understood. But he doesn't miss work. Even, you know, he doesn't get sick. He doesn't miss work. Well, Tuesday he called. Well, he wasn't feeling good earlier in the week, which my mom had been sick, and that's a different story altogether too. But so my husband, I'm at work, and my husband calls and he says, "Kitten, I have to head home." He said, "I'm sick." He said, "I just can't even hold my head up." So I'm like, okay. So I took off and met him here at the house, and he crawled straight into bed. And then he didn't even go to work Wednesday. And so I'm like, oh my God, this man is dying. Because he felt, you know, and we done the COVID test and all that kind of stuff, because we really didn't know what he might have had. And but he seems to be doing better now. But in the middle of all of this, some of my daughters and grandchildren had come up this past weekend for the baby shower. And when they went back home down to Okeechobee, my mom and dad and some of my children rode down there with them. And they'll be coming back this weekend. And my mom had not been feeling good right before the weekend started. Well, she gets down there to Okeechobee, and she was throwing up, and she was complaining of indigestion. And my mom has heart problems too, you know, and I'm sure I've told you guys, but I had a heart attack back in 2017. And when I had my heart attack, I actually thought that I had indigestion, is what I really thought it was, because that's what it felt like. And so when my mom told me that she had indigestion and then had been throwing up, I'm like, oh no, you are going to the hospital. If I have to come down there and take you myself, I will drive. But one of my daughters took her. I got this just a little, I want to get it a little further or closer together, but I may not be able to. That's why I like to use the Fabri-Tac, but thank goodness for Fabri-Tac. But anyway, so my daughter took her, she didn't take her to the one in Okeechobee. She took her to the one in Port St. Lucie. And thankfully they ruled out that it was anything to do with her heart. So that made me feel better. But they said that they were going to admit her, which, you know, I was okay with. You know, whatever they need to do to make sure my mom is okay, I'm good with it. 12 hours later, my poor mama was still sitting in the ER. Still on what she called a glorified stretcher. And they were showing that she was, just looking for my crocodile. I don't know what I've done with it. I had moved it whenever I was cleaning stuff. Well, I'm not gonna, oh, there it is. Hang on, guys. Let me grab it. So anyway, hang on. Let me grab it. I gotta take my microphone off to do it. Okay. Because my cordless mic is not working. My brand new cordless mic. Ugh. So anyway, they, Mom's in the ER. And the lady's like, oh, we're going to do these cultures. And it's going to take like 2 to 3 days before they come back. And my mom's like, are you meaning to tell me that you're wanting to keep me in here for 2 to 3 days? And the nurse was like, yeah, she'll have to stay until the cultures come back. Now, mind you, my mom is still sitting in the ER like 12 hours later on some glorified little stretcher. My daughter's trying to curl up in a chair sleeping. And finally, about midnight, my mom's like, you know what? She said, I think we're just going to go ahead and go home. And she said, I'm going to tell you right now, y'all better not try and charge my insurance for a hospital stay, and you better not try and get me to pay the copay for a hospital stay, because it's not happening. So she said, when I talked to her earlier, she said she was feeling better. You know, and my biggest thing was I was just worried that it was her heart, and so they had already told us that it was not her heart. So, you know, I didn't get too upset with her for leaving. I probably would have done the same thing under those situations. So I'm just putting these little eyelets in here because this will eventually be, you know, I'll tie this. I'll tie that shut because this will go here, and then we will attach, let me grab some of this stuff here. So this will go like this, and it'll be tied shut. And then I think this is going to go here. So I think that'll attach down there. This will go here. Just trying to see how all it's going to attach. I think this will probably be like this. And then this will open, and then this will be here. I'm thinking. This is just my thoughts right now. Does not mean it's going to be that way, because I'm liable to change it. But right now, this is my thought process. So right now, I'm thinking like this, and then this would be like here. This will be beneath this. Like this right here. Okay. So the other thing that we need to do now is we need to make the little door that's going to go over all of this, because all of this will be here like this right here. This is how it's kind of sort of going to look. So we need that door that we're going to put right here. So I need to get I need 2 sheets of scrapbook paper, because I want to cover both. I want to do both sides, and then we'll figure out what size we need to cut it and all of that good stuff. Let me see what I have. I'm just trying to see. I have 2 that are alike. These 2 are alike. These 2 are alike. Let's do this one here. Let me try and get them pulled out. Okay. So I think we want to do these. I think we had this at what, 8 3/4. So let's just actually, let's do 9 inches on this. So I'm going to cut it off at 9 inches. If I can find my trimmer. Okay. I've got so much stuff everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to cut it maybe just a, I'm going to cut it about 8 7/8, I think. I think that should work. And then, excuse me, I know that my page is 6 inches wide. Do y'all see that fly? Oh my God. And if that thing were to get into one of my tumblers, I would absolutely cry. Okay, so I know that I want it at 6 inches. And then I want to do a 1 inch gusset where I score every 1/8 inch. And then I want maybe 1.5 inches to go underneath. So I'm going to cut this at 8.5 inches. Don't y'all love my math? That's some kind of math right there. Okay. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to find my scoreboard, which that may be a challenge in itself. Let me put you guys on hold so I can find my scoreboard, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And guess what? Guess where my scoreboard was? Put up exactly where it was supposed to be. Who would have thought that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got it on my scoreboard, and I'm going to start scoring at 6 inches, and I'm going to score every 1/8 of an inch until I get to 7. And I've just got them both on here at the same time. I think it'll work. Only one way to find out. So I'm just scoring every 1/8 of an inch. And now I'm at 7. Okay, yep. Because what that'll do, it'll kind of wrap around, and it will give me a good area there. Okay, so just like before, I am going to turn this one over, and I am going to measure out. Let me just kind of fold this so I know where that last one is. So I'm going to measure out on this side where I want to cut it. And this is the pen I have handy, so this is the pen I'm using. And it's okay if it shows. I mean, I'm good with it because it's not going to show after I get it cut out. So I am just doing the width of my ruler, which is like 1 inch. It just makes it easier for me all the way around. Okay, and then I need to do it at the top. Okay, so now I've got that done. Now, I need to have, how do I need to do this? You know what, because I scored it like that. I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. No, that's okay, because we'll do it like that so that it does look like the back of the paper. We're fine. Okay. I'm still an idiot, but we're okay. Now, let's see if I can get to this cutting board, cutting my pad. So I don't want to, y'all see that? I'm making such a mess. Oh, you gotta love it. This is the true crafting with me, guys. Yep. This is all the fun stuff of crafting with me, because I am so goofy. Okay, so I've kind of sort of We've got it there. Let me grab a little utility knife that I have not cut resin with. Alright, let's see if I can somehow get this to set down. Don't spill the drink, please, or the acetone. Okay, we're just going to set it just like this, and we're going to call it good. Yep. Because I am about to make a royal mess. I can see it now. Alright, so I've just got those lined up. And let's see how I do without clipping them together. Alright, so I'm just cutting, using my ruler. Okay. I want to try and keep them nice and together. Play nice, guys. Let's see. So far, so good. I'm holding my breath, though. Look like I messed it up a little bit. No, okay. We're still good. Even though I made a boo-boo to begin with, you know, by scoring them on the same side, but it's okay. You know, it's just one of them things. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna go with it, you know. No sense in stressing over it. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I'll have that. Okay, so that one looks pretty good, I must say, maybe. Okay. Let's see how this one looks. And this one looks pretty decent. Grab that little piece out, and then I'll move this big old mahonkus out of the way. I'm going to clip where I didn't completely cut it all the way. Okay, so there's that. All right, let me move this cutting mat so that we can get finished up. Okay, so now do I want to put acetate in this, or do I want to put vellum? I think I'm going to go with acetate. And my reason being is it's right here. That is just the truth of the matter, guys. If vellum had been here, I would have went with vellum. So that's how I do a lot of my stuff. Oh my goodness, it's time to get it put back on the shelf. Okay. Now, let's see how big our hole is that we cut. It should be like 4 by 7 or close to it. So, like right at 4. And not quite 7. Okay. So, if we cut this at 5.5 by 7, I think we'll be okay. You know what? I need to make sure that I got the height right on this before I go doing all that. Okay, so it'll go in here like this. And close over. Oh, yes. That's good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I went through all the trouble of gluing that vellum and all, the acetate down, I wanted to make sure that I had my sizing halfway decent. Which surprisingly I do. I shock myself sometimes. So I am going to cut this I'm actually going to cut this at 5 inches, 5.5 inches. And then for the height part of it, wasn't 7. So I'm going to go like maybe, let's do 7.5. I just want to make sure that I have enough all the way around that I don't have to worry so much about it. Okay. Now the other thing I'm going to do that I always forget to do, but I heard one of you guys yelling at me, because I always forget to ink this inside window before I go and put all this in. So whoever that was yelling at me to not forget to ink, thank you very much. But I'm doing the wrong side. Y'all look, that blue bled through. Okay, we'll have to figure out how to cover that up. But we will figure it out. We'll put some of our vintage, our aged tape or something there. You know, no stressing over it, because I am not about to start stressing over this. This is supposed to be fun. And it is. Except for when I'm doing all of my goofy stuff like that. But, oh well. Again, that was just because I was being lazy, and that was what was right here at me, rather than taking the time to actually get an ink pen or a pencil. So that's what I get. That's what happens. I'm just wanting to ink this up because you guys know me that if I don't ink it up now, it won't get inked. I'll tell you that I will ink it up, and then I just don't. And it's not because I'm trying to lie to you, it's just that I forget. And that's all there is to it. Okay. And so I was actually filming this for you guys to see on Friday morning, because it's Thursday evening here right now. But if I can get the internet to cooperate with me and let me get this uploaded, I will go ahead and get it uploaded for you guys to see it tonight, because tomorrow night is our live. God only knows what all's going to happen on our lives. Y'all have learned that by now. Y'all know something crazy going to happen. It just would not be alive with me if something crazy didn't happen. I mean, you never know. I might even do my hair and makeup. Who knows? Y'all just never know what I might do. You know, I gotta look beautiful for all of you guys. So, you know, I may just never know when I'm gonna pop on there with my hair and makeup all done, did up, as my husband says. He was like, I cannot believe you went on camera looking like that. Like, what? You don't like the way I look? Jeez. He was like, that's not what I said. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I cut it at that size. I forgot and let the thing off. All right, so let me try and put this down. And then we will call this done. I'll show you what you need to do for us to finish it up. I guess maybe tomorrow or Saturday probably. Okay, so I'm going to lay that down just like that. Make sure I got everything lined up good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to sew around, I am probably going to sew around the window, and I'm going to sew around this. And then I will also do that on this side here. I'll like sew around where the window would be, and then sew around that. Then I will glue these together And then I think we'll have everything done for putting the journal together. So do that, and then when we come back, we'll do the last little bit of stuff. You know, we might find some embellishments that we want to add here or there, and we will do all of that, and then we will start assembling this side. I will, if I can remember, I will go ahead and link the video to the lady that I watched do the fabric journal, so that you guys, you know, that way you can go ahead and maybe get a head start on doing your fabric journal for the inside of it, if that's what you're wanting to do. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to see if I can't get this uploaded so that you guys can watch it tonight. And thank you all so much for being so patient with me. I appreciate it more than you guys know. And I will see y'all in the live tomorrow night. Bye, guys.